Hi, it's Nikki. I am back. It's been about 7 weeks, I think, since I posted a video, and 5 days since I separated myself from the obsession that was keeping me from posting videos and kind of taking over my life. I am back now, and I would like to do a kind of reset for August. Kind of sort of the thing that people do in the middle of the year. Well, August is coming up and on Friday, and it's Tuesday right now. So let's see what I can get done in terms of prepping my life to get back on track. Because right now it is off track. I have slid off the rails and down the hill, and I've got a little bit of a climb to pull myself back together. But at the very least, I can build some new tracks to get me back up to where I was. And that is kind of the plan. So give me a minute to establish where I am, and we will talk about that together, and then we will figure out where I want to be. Okay?
Greetings and salutations. My name is Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome back to my channel. It is August 3rd. However, I would still like to do a monthly reset for July into August. And I have whipped. It took me a couple of days, but I put together, keyboard, go away. Keyboard, go away. Keyboard, go away. Done. Okay. I put together, like a bunch of questions to ask about the last month and a bunch of questions to look forward to the next month and to see where things will go. And I put them all in Notion. I intended to have a separate card for each one, and I wanted to go through with Notion and like show you the screen and everything, but that's not going to happen. Okay, here we go. We are now cooking with gas. So I wanted to show you, and each question had a new screen and all the answers were in one place, but that's not how it worked out. How it worked out was I have now a template in Notion that asks me all the questions, and I just set up a new one every month and answer the questions, and hopefully it starts to recenter me, because I have been all over the place these last, it's been like 2 months, and I am finally pulling myself back together. Some of these answers I'll give more details with, but basically, looking back, what are my 3 favorite memories? So this is looking back at July of 2025. First, I have setting boundaries with my Minecraft team and putting myself and my family and my job and just my real life first in front of this video game. Without getting too into it, essentially I was letting the game take over my life. I was letting it impact my work. I was letting it impact my family time, although it's impacting my family time a lot more now than it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But so I set some boundaries to kind of deal with some other things too with the server, and I feel like I'm coming back. That's not to say that Minecraft was the only thing that kind of took me away, but that was the one thing that was getting my attention. And I am still playing Minecraft. I'm just not playing on that team anymore. And it's really good for me. I'm glad I set the boundary that I needed to set with myself to get this done. Number 2, getting the last bit of junior youth's room ready for their bed, washing the woodwork, and cleaning the floor so the bed could be delivered. My youngest child wanted to rip up their carpet in their room, and I was like, sure. Well, ripping the carpet up and then taking up the tack strips and then cleaning the floor and then cleaning the floor and then cleaning the floor and then cleaning the wood, because we have these tall wood floorboards, or I don't know what they're called, but they're on the wall against the floor. All of that needed to get cleaned up, and the bed was delivered. So they now have a full-size bed, a brand new one that is just theirs. It's only been theirs. And we got new sheets for it and everything. Well, it turns out there's more that needs to be done. But I was very glad to get the room ready for the bed before the bed came. And my third favorite memory was Mom's birthday dinner with my mom and my aunt, remembering how much Dad liked the restaurant we went to. My mom's birthday is at the end of July, and my aunt was in town. She's from out of state. And it was really nice just to spend time with the two of them and kind of be in a restaurant that Dad really liked and really liked taking Mom to celebrate her birthday. So then my next question, what were my biggest wins in July of 2025? Remembering to get my mom a card for her birthday. This seems like a small win, but it's big. I am famous for forgetting birthdays. One just went by. I was like, I think there's a birthday today. I think there's a birthday today. Turns out it was yesterday. Happy birthday, friend. Biggest wins, setting boundaries with my Minecraft team. Kind of went over that already. Don't need to rehash it. And getting the carpet up and out of junior youth's room. I call my kids junior youth and elder youth to avoid saying their names. Their names are not the end of the world, but anyway. What were my biggest challenges? Making time for my family instead of devoting all my time to Minecraft, because I will just play Minecraft. There's a skill in the game, woodcutting, that I really enjoy. It's very meditative for me. Some people find it boring, and I love it. And I could just do that for hours and hours and hours. And I should not be doing that for hours and hours and hours. An hour should go to my family. An hour should go to my personal development. An hour should go to the things. My biggest challenge is feeling crappy about my weight, posture, and YouTube channel. Just generally feeling crappy. Like guilt that I wasn't recording videos. Fighting my posture being awful. I need to do some seated yoga today. And just my weight's not tracking in the right direction. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to be ready for this half marathon in November. And then biggest challenge is working regularly on Junior Youth's bedroom. It was a struggle to constantly give it at least 20 minutes. And we need to give it like 20 minutes today, and we haven't done it yet. And it helps that the child's not awake yet, but it still needs to happen. What did I learn this month? I learned I can be more about the mic. I learned I can learn more about the Minecraft game and try things I've never before thought I'd be good at. So playing this Minecraft with a bunch of like 17 to 25-year-olds, I'm assuming there's a couple of them, I don't know their age, they could be older. And if you guys are watching for some reason, I don't know how you found this, but hey, sorry if I got your age wrong. They encouraged me to try things that used to be too scary for me in the game. And it was an awful lot of fun. And they taught me things about the game I never would have explored before. And now I can explore it in the future on my own. So that's cool. I learned I'm good at recognizing my boundaries, and I'm very good at conveying disappointment and fear without attacking the other person. I am good with words. This shouldn't be a surprise. I have been a writer in my past life, but I did a really good job of keeping the focus on how I felt and what the situation was doing to me, and not attacking the other person for making me feel a certain way, because nobody makes you feel a certain way. You feel that way because of their actions, as a response to their actions, not because they made you. Nobody can make you be afraid. That doesn't seem right, but basically does it make sense? No one can control your emotions, but they can influence them. And your history is going to influence them as well. And that's anyway, the feelings were, hey, you're attacking me. I am feeling apprehensive now, and as a result of your actions. I don't spend enough time with my friends. That's something I learned this month. It's a sad fact, but Yeah, I need to spend more time with my friends. And I also learned that jerks are jerks, and the sooner you can remove yourself from them, the better. Yeah, if someone's a jerk once, believe them. You can try giving them a second chance, but lots of times they're going to prove to you that they are indeed a jerk, and you do indeed need to remove yourself from the situation. Yep. What did I prioritize in July? I prioritized Minecraft, fun, and sleeping. And maybe I should have prioritized other things, but I know I should have prioritized other things. That's what I'm doing this month. I'm prioritizing different things. How well did I look after myself? Keyboard, go away. Keyboard, go away. I have pushed the keyboard go away button. Okay, I'm good. How well did I look after myself? Not well at all. In fact, I treated myself pretty terribly all month. I had poor sleeping habits. I had poor alcohol habits. I had poor eating habits. I had poor posture habits and poor exercise habits. And I had just poor habits all month long. What were my goals and how did I make progress? So I didn't set goals at the beginning of the month, but I did start keeping lists of things I wanted to do before I started playing Minecraft. One of the things was get junior youth's application for medical assistance completed. I got that done. Help junior youth with their bedroom. That's not completed. I did help them, so I guess you could say it's completed, but I wanted to get it finished, and it's not finished. And get my bariatrics medicine refilled. I did not get that done. That is 1,000% a me problem. Looking forward. So there's fewer questions about looking forward than there are about looking back. But I think it's going to make sense. So what are 3 events I have planned? I say events, and I don't mean I'm making dates. I'm just saying things that are not in the house, things that I need to kind of plan for. So the first thing is to meet up at least one time with my friends. We need to spend some time together. It's just the way it is. I need to go to the gym at least once, just once, to make sure that gym membership is worth it and not just wasting away. I feel like I need a wand to hold the microphone so I can be like, cool. But everybody's used all the cool tools like the spatula and the ruler, and what do I have? I have a gift card. I have a picture frame. I have a bone folder. I have a microphone. Anyway, I would like to finish one book, fiction or nonfiction, but not on Audible. I actually have done that. I started reading a book at the end of July, Black Ties and White Lies. It was really good. It had exactly all of the things that I like in a romance. It was like forced proximity and faking an engagement, like pretend to be my fiance, and then they really fall in love. So it was really good. I recommend it. It was a lot spicier than I expected, but I can make do with that. It normally would have been just the right amount of spice, but right now in my life, it's just a little bit too much. What are my What is my focus? What are my priorities? But I don't know how to write that well, so I have what is my focus / priorities. My first priority is myself. Proper self-care. Seated yoga, walks, plenty of sleep every night, fewer naps during the day, reading and meditation. And number 2, my family. I need to help junior youth finish up their room. How will I look after myself? So I'm repeating myself a little bit, but I have seated yoga, take walks, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, read a book, meditate, maybe journal. I don't know how I feel about that. It's been a while since I've journaled. I know it's always been helpful, and especially now that there are more bills coming up, and I will go over that next week when I do the budgeting video, but I think I might have to postpone some appointments to save some money. And then what are my goals and what are some progress points? This is a huge list, so I'm just going to run through it real quick. I need to finish junior youth's room. And to do that, I need to remove the carpet tack strips, assemble a bookshelf. Actually, that's been done. I didn't do it. My husband did. Clean the floor, clean the wood, clean the windows, hang blackout curtains. I don't actually have blackout curtains, but I do have white curtains that we are going to make work until we discover that they don't work, and then we're going to get blackout curtains. And purchase a rug. I need to fill my bariatric prescription, which means stopping by the pharmacy, find out if the med can be picked up, and then arrange the pickup. Because my guess is I'm going to go there and they're going to be like, well, it's been so long. We put it back on the shelf and now we don't have enough. Or maybe we didn't even have enough in the first place. But instead of just ordering it and then telling you it was in, we decided to wait until you bugged us. It's been some time now. Regular seated yoga. I need to choose a schedule and record my achievements. I need to find a short one, or maybe I'll just do part of one. Maybe I'll just set a timer and I'll do 10 minutes of one to start. And then journal. If I decide to journal, I need to choose a journal. I need to decide if I'm going to trade my journal with my friends, which is something we used to do before COVID when we saw each other every single week. But towards the end of that, I wasn't as enthusiastic a participant as I had been. So I'm not sure if I'm up for that right now. And then write in the journal. I actually thought about buying a notebook because I wanted a fat, spiral-bound, smallish 5x8 notebook for a journal. I don't need that. I have so many notebooks on my shelf over there. It's insane. I'll just grab one from my shelf and start in it. I also took some miscellaneous notes, and that wraps up the month in review. Starting a new monthly reset routine, I hope, with daily tracking built in. We'll see how it works. Would like to record a video to introduce it in my return to YouTube, but I'm not sure I'll pull it off. The entire thing is subject to change, but so far I'm liking the simplicity of it. That is what it is. I'm going to stop the screen recording because I now think I'm going to take screenshots. Because, of course, I've changed my mind halfway through. So that's it. I like the thought of looking back at my previous month and planning out my next month, reviewing what happened during the month, going and planning the next month, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I really hope it's a habit that sticks. Recording the videos on it, I don't know. We'll see how people feel about this. And when I say people, I mean you guys, but I also mean me, because right now, even starting to sit down to make this video was a struggle. I wasn't sure where to sit. I wasn't sure where to go. Do I film outside? Do I film inside? Natural light, overhead lights. Do I just screw it and film in the bad light of my overhead lighting? Is my camera incredibly crooked right now? I believe it is. I will fix it in post. So that's what I have so far. I hope the microphone works. I hope the microphone works. I hope everybody is having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow's better. I hope I can come up with a better outro than this. I need a better intro than the one I recorded in the car, but I have a feeling I'm going to use that one anyway, and if I don't, miracle of miracles. I will see you next time. Bye.